Hey everyone, it's CCS and welcome back to another episode of Higurashi When They Cry. Let's get back into this. Alright, here we go. Wait, was it this one? Oh, definitely. Just... here we go. Let's save and load here. There we go. Let's continue. I took it a little too easy on the morning of my day off. I was totally late. Today was the day Rena and Mion were going to show me around Hinamizawa. Wait. I think I already read this. Wait. There we go. Seeing my surprise, Mion and Rena exchanged looks and burst into laughter. Oh boy. Oh, I beg to differ. What? How does she know that? How does she know that? What? What? Rena! Apparently there is absolutely nothing you could keep hidden here. Hinamizawa is not a place to be trifled with. Wow. I thought about brushing it off with something to the effort of, "You're kidding me," but I head back. Had I ever greeted someone who just moved into the city like this before? Thinking about that made me believe that what they said wasn't a joke at all. We passed another person. Of course, we were called out to again the same way. No. Instead of regurgitating a prepared response like I would have in the city, I responded with an emphatic nod. The old woman chuckled, voicing her appreciation of how energetic I was.
Good.
As I looked back over to Rena and Mio, they gave me a wink. Rena's brilliant smile signaled the approach of an event that both Mion and I were trying to forget. We both looked at each other. Mion has never seemed as reliable as she does right now. I'd expect no less from the class representative. Rena nodded her head happily in response to Mio's proposal. Trusting the top of a stone stairway, a shrine drawn straight out of my imagination appeared before us. It has worn down a bit through the years, but the fallen leaves have been swept up, giving it a tidy feeling. And it feels nostalgic for some reason, because camping is kind of like being at a shrine for me. I like being out in the wild. unbelievable how Rika would be able to stay at a place like this.
ここの場所よく覚えといてね。もうすぐここでお祭りがあるんだから。へ
え、祭りにしちゃちょっと早いシーズンだよな。
綿流しは夏祭りじゃなくてね、昔は冬の終わりを喜ぶお祭りだったらしいよ。
That's one of the chapter names. I was embarrassed for assuming that festivals had to be held in the summer. Various covered lunchboxes were placed one after the other on top of the plastic sheet. It sure did smell delicious. It was Rena's home cooking. It went without saying that it would be delicious. But is it even possible to finish all of this? Hey, Mion, it will take more than just a good few to get this all down, you know! There they are! It was Rika and Satoko. Why are they here? Mion grinned over at me. I see. This was their secret plan, the power in numbers. You have my thanks, Mion. Following up when all of the pieces are in place is my specialty.
騒がしいから来てみれば、これは何ですの？
見りゃわかるだろ。これからランチタイムだ。
Said lunch
ビュッ
time.
フェスタイルだ。レラの手作り弁当に舌鼓だ。
そんなの見ればわかるでございますわ。どうして人様の庭でご座なんか広げてますの？
神社は公共の場所だぞ。勝手に独占するな。
Oh? You sure about that?
圭一の言う通りですよ。みんなのお庭にしますです。
やっぱりリカちゃんはいい子だな。座りな、そこ。一緒に食べよう。
After opening up a spot for Rika, I probably turned my back on Satoko.
ちょっとお待ちなさいな。私はどこに座ればいいんですの？
お前に座る場所はないし、食べる分もない。
Wow. Hurtful.
大丈夫だよ。さとこちゃんの分もちゃんとあるから。
ない。さとこの分も俺がいただく。
そんなことは許せませんの。リカ。はい、お箸です。
Both Satoko and I leave at the boxes, having it out with each other.
いやはや、ケイちゃん乗せるのうまいわ、ほんと。才能あるのかもしれない。はい、お皿。みーちゃんも、リカちゃんも。
Rena whipped out pairs of chopsticks and paper plates.
僕たちも頑張らないとなくなってしまうです。そうだね。よし、参戦と行くかな。いっぱい食べてね。ちゃんとみんなの分あるから。
Rena said as she opened up a thermos. Just then I realized that this lunch was made under the assumption that 5 people would be eating. Yeah! It didn't change how much there was, but the implication behind it was different. Really?
そのハンバーグは渡しませんわ。
いや、肘は反則だろう、さとこ。
Yeah, we saw that. Interference!
掴むのも反則でございます。
Interference! It was a tough battle, blocking her full momentum and an elbow in the opening moves. Satoko appeared to have had the upper hand, but the difference in our proficiency with chopsticks proved to be fatal and gave me the upper hand. Interference! Shoot the puck!
最後のミートボール。
校長さとこ、破れたり。
Satsuko and I amiably frick off, began choking at the same time, falling backwards and spasming. Rika patted me on the head to clear it, even though it was actually stuck in my throat. Seeing that made Rena blush and breathe heavily in excitement. It was almost like flowers were floating all around her. Mio advised Rena to refrain from saying anything that could get her locked up. This is how our meals usually go. I'd do anything in my power, just so things could stay like this. Oh, it will change. It will definitely change. The intense battle calmed, and finally everyone reached a point where they could begin talking. Receiving tea from the thermos, I let out a small sigh.
日本語ってやつはさ、どうしてこう味に対する賛辞が少ないんだろうな。
食事中の団らんって考えがそもそも近代に入ってからだからじゃない？
昔の人は無言で食事を済ませたそうだし、作る人もちょっぴり寂しかったろうね。きっと昔の人は食べるのに忙しくて味を褒める暇もなかったのですわ。
That's just you. Ha ha!
でもね、美味しいの一言だけでも嬉しいよ。苦労の甲斐があったかなって。
She blushes a little as she says that.
美味しいです。
It was absolutely perfect timing. Rika struck Rena with praise. She looked straight at her with an expression of bewitching innocence. Wait for it.
Huh?
Huh? Wait for it. After Rena uttered... Boing. I heard that. Boing. After Rena uttered an unintelligible noise, a ring of smoke rose from her head with an audible boing. Poof. There we go.
リカちゃん、お持ち帰りじゃなくて、ありがとう。本当に美味しかったですよ。
Rena flushed red with excitement, embracing Rika and rubbing her cheek against hers so hard you can almost hear it.
リカちゃんには褒めてもらったお礼に、じゃーん、これをサービスね。
Two apple rabbits. After sticking toothpicks into them, she thrust them toward Rika. After Rika accepted them, the mood suddenly shifted in a bizarre way.
なんだよ、サトコ。その挑戦的な目は。
皆さんにはレナさんのリンゴを獲得できるだけの賛辞が用意できまして。
Oh, no way!
強気じゃんよ。ボキャ品のあんたにどんな賛辞が思いつくっての？
Oh.
では、ご覧あそばせ。
After Satsuko flashed Mion and me with a defiant look. She managed to do that with a defiant look or whatever, she changed the tone of her voice suddenly. Oh no. Oh no.
あのね、レナお姉ちゃんのお弁当、サトコも美味しかったよ。
No way! Satsuko looked up at her poutily while talking cutesy. That's not fair! What? How is that praise? That's not even persuasion by tears, that's persuasion by cuteness, isn't it? This is a Rena limited special skill! She blushes and her head spun, waving around in circles. Don't fall for it, Rena! Of course, that was asking for the impossible. Rena glumped Satsuko and began rubbing her cheek against her.
サトコちゃんもかわいいよ。お持ち帰り。
Swish. Stab. Push. Satsuko is also presented with apple rabbits. After stuffing them into her mouth, she looks over at Mion and me and get with that defiant gaze. It took only 5 seconds to take down Rena. That's unfair! To think she had such a trick!
悔しければレナさんにご褒美がもらえるような賛辞をお考え遊ばせ。
Oh god. Damn it! That was a dirty trick! First of all, that wasn't even praise!
サトコ、それで勝てたつもりとはね。あんたらの底の浅い技とはわけが違うものを見せてあげようじゃない。
それは頼もしいぜ、ミオン。それはどんな技なんだ？
やるのはケイチ。
What? Ah!
見せてもらおうではございませんか。豊島のあがきを。
Oh my god. The plan of attack she suggested was wicked, but it was the only thing we had to beat Satsuko. After sipping my tea, I started talking very naturally and calmly. Perfectly.
本当に美味しいよな。これってさ、全部手作りなのかい？
実はね、これほとんど冷凍物なの。
じゃあ レナの手作りのってどれだい？
Oh no.
その恥ずかしいな。教えなきゃダメ？どうして？
Sorry about that. From the synergy of boy plus handmade lunchbox, her expression had melted into euphoria.
わかるよ。これでしょ。
Rena turned an even deeper shade of red. The words, "I can't believe it," practically written on her face.
なんでわかるかな？レナの手作り。
Of course, Miona told me beforehand. It's been perfect so far. After acting like I was shy, I waited a beat. Next would be the finisher.
レナの匂いがしたから。
Oh my god. Silence enveloped the area. Rena, face still completely red, froze solid. With the small yelp, Satoko also blushed. Of course, I did too.
レナの手作りのリンゴのウサギさんが食べたいな。なんて。
Oh my god. Even if this was all because I was competing against Satoko, it felt like I had crossed the line by a good 9 yards, I think. Then, at that moment... It was a Tupperware container filled with rabbits! Oh my god! Instantly dozens of apples were shoved into my mouth, knocking me over. My head was forcibly laid upon her lap, and even more apples were shoved into my mouth while she was squealing. One apple after another was forced into my mouth. More apples.
ケイちゃん、殉職見事なり。どうよ、さとこ。うちらの完全勝利だね。
こんな手信じられないですの。悔しくないもん。
Satsuko ground to her teeth, mortified. We did it! I claimed victory as my consciousness drifted slowly away from me. Oh no. At that time, Rena stopped squealing as she suddenly realized something.
リコちゃん、食べないの？塩水強すぎたかな？
Looking over, Rika had pulled the toothpick out of the apple rabbit, placed it on her cupped hands. Seemed as if he had a loss for what to do. Oh no.
うさぎさんがかわいそうです。助けてあげてほしいです。
Oh my god. That was the sound of blood spurting from Rena's nose.
かわいいよ。今夜こそ絶対本持ち帰り。
She shook sporadically, her head wobbling back and forth. Then, coming back to her senses, she took all of the apples around me, gathered them up with a flip, and fixed them back up on a plate.
これでみんな寂しくないよね。これリカちゃんにあげるね。
Rika raised up Satsuko's hand like a referee after having that plate of rabbits shoved to her. She whispered,
僕たちが勝ちましたです。
Wow. A little bit far away from the microphone. Thus, my sacrifice ended up in being in vain. Ding.